What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It's your boy AT2. Now, this usually goes on the backup channel. You know, my show, Talk2Me, my favorite podcast, and everybody else's favorite podcast. Shut Up is going to be your favorite podcast one day. But I wanted to do it on my main channel because I wanted it at least to be seen. Because I don't know if you guys know, but 901 Don Diva, she was actually a subscriber. She wasn't a content creator. I think she did try to have a channel, but I don't know what happened to it. But she was a subscriber, and I just found out that she passed away. I was scrolling on YouTube and I had seen Mika's page, and then she shared that euthanizer page. So that's how I was able to see it. And you just kind of think about how all these stupid petty fights and stuff like that, it's really not worth it at the end of the day because there's real people going through real shit. And a lot of the shit that we deal with on the internet, we could easily let that go. So definitely prayers for 901 Don Diva, aka Brandy. Rest in peace. I hope you rest well. Let's go ahead and play the intro and then we'll get started with the show. What's up, everyone? Let me acknowledge everybody in the chat right now. What's up, Starneek? What's up, Joy? Nice to see you. In Waffles, I seen your comment earlier. No, I blocked you on purpose. I actually just recently unblocked everybody. What's up, Sharzana? What's up, Demetria? Nice to see you. What's up, Bunny? Who else we got here? Citizen Morgan. What's up? How you doing? Shout out to Winnie. Hey Winnie, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, it's 2:09 in Philadelphia, Winnie. I know it's kind of late right now. I know some of y'all are on the East Coast. Thank y'all for staying up. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my big bro Casey. Shout out to Be Kind. Why did you take down your Trump video? Huh? Which Trump video? I didn't take anything down. Or let me say this, it didn't come down on purpose, if that's what you're stating. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's check something real quick. Yeah, no, the video's still up. I didn't take it down. It's down. Can you tell me which one is down? Because I don't see what you mean. Because I haven't been notified that it was down. Yeah. All right. Anyway, continuing. So, on a serious note, I wanted to go ahead and talk about 901 Don Diva. We didn't communicate outside of YouTube. She was just a subscriber. But she was someone who was around during the pandemic. So it saddens me whenever like somebody who I know or at least know of passes away. Because don't forget, Real, aka Lefty, he died this month too. Last year in July. I'm sorry, not in August. In July, he passed away. So again, like I said, Mika had shared this on her page from the euthanizer page. So I just wanted to go ahead and read it to you guys. I know it's kind of hard to see on there, but let me pull it up. Hold on. Uh-oh. Okay. So it says, rest in paradise, our beautiful 901 Don Diva. Heaven gained a rider for sure. I pray for peace For her and her husband's family, I pray for her daughter to honor her parents every day and not let anger and grief consume her. Like like so many of us do, I pray for a trauma therapist who will be blessed enough to nurture her mind, body, and soul so that she can make it through each second, minute, and hour. Life is precious. Say words that you left unsaid. Love those who pour into you. Live your life unapologetically happy. And if you need mental health counseling or you don't think you do, and your loved ones say you do, get to the nearest trauma therapist you can. We all have trauma baked into our DNA, and this world is so cruel. Take care of yourselves. I'm a huge proponent of microdosing ketamine and psilocybin, or I don't know how to say that, to unlock parts of yourself you didn't even realize were sabotaging you. In honor of Brandy, I will continue to do the work and spread the word about mental health. Um, Again, I don't know exactly what happened. I just know based off of whatever this says. Oh, mushrooms, is that what that is? Yeah, it sounded like some kind of psychedelic stuff. I was all like, okay, I don't think we should be encouraging that right now at this moment. But it appears that she left behind Brandy, 901 Don Diva, that she left behind a daughter. And it seemed that her husband passed away. Again, I don't know all the details, or well, actually, I don't know anything. All I know is that she passed away, and it's sad. Like I've always said, you never know what people go through behind closed doors or when they're not on this platform. You might think everything is good because they're letting you know everything's good. Not everybody comes on here crying or letting you know that things are bad. Like, people are living their life. And what I notice about this platform is that a lot of people come here to escape reality, and sometimes your reality can be great, sometimes it can be bad, sometimes your reality, sometimes even if it is okay, you do want to escape, and sometimes you need that. And I'm a proponent on finding what makes you happy and what makes you want to um live life and push on, and what inspires you to be better or be great. Like, own in on those things, because at the end of the day, all the bullshit that goes on, eh, that's going to mean nothing. You don't want to leave behind a legacy of bullshit, right? And I hope Brandy in her last days, I hope that, she lived life to the fullest. That's the only thing I can ask for. And definitely, prayers for her daughter, prayers for her family and everyone else affected by this loss. Um, I'm a little afraid to look up what happened considering that post. I'm a little afraid to like look into it. But I'm pretty sure somebody on YouTube will say something, or they'll be doing a video or something like that on it. So but I'm just gonna remember she was cool with me. I never had any issues with her. I think there was some stupid drama going on, but I think she got way past that. Like, that was nothing. That was water under the bridge. Um, so again, rest in peace, Brandy 901 Don Diva. This kind of brings me into my next point, because Real, aka Lefty, as you guys know, he passed away last year, but I had seen a video, and it was a negative video about me. I'm not gonna say the content creator, but it was a negative video about me. And I remember when me and Lefty, we were fighting or whatever, I said something to the effect of like, you ain't gonna be living on this earth too much longer. You gonna die soon, and da 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 da. And just to think like, oh wow, he actually passed away. And it was hard for me to hear that shit, you guys. I don't know why I clicked it. It was like an old video from like 3 years ago, right? And I clicked on it because I was curious. I was like, oh, this is funny. Let me look at it. And then they started reading DMs that I had sent to Lefty talking about it was, he ain't gonna be able to breathe and he gonna die soon. And I'm saying that all to say a lot of the shit you don't have to go there. You don't have to go to that place. You don't have to be so mean and evil. And just knowing that I went there, mind you, yeah, was it reactionary and stuff like that? But technically I didn't have to say that. I could have just kept my mouth shut and just said, shut up, leave me alone, or something like that. I didn't have to go to that extent. Now, what I'm happy about, which is a positive, is that we were cool. His last moments on earth, we were fine. We were cool. He was even a guest on my channel. So knowing that, it didn't make me feel too sad about it, but it just let me know, like, okay, AT2, you got to be better with your words. Some things you don't need to say, even if somebody's provoking you to say shit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because again, just knowing that I said that, it hit me like, oh man, like I said all that, you know? It just makes you think about life. It's all like you didn't have to say that, you didn't have to go there, you didn't have to. It wasn't something that I had to say. And now knowing everything, fast forward, hindsight 2020, I'm like, yeah, that was wrong. I don't like that. I don't like it. And I kind of, and it's funny because I sent the video to somebody. This was before I watched it. I sent them like the video. I was like, ha ha ha, laugh out loud. This is an old video or whatever. And now that I watched it, I kind of was all like, ugh, I wish I would have asked them if they could take that video down but it is what it is. It's up. It's whatever now. At least you are righting your wrongs. Thank you, Couture Bay. Yeah, that's how I feel. Definitely. Your comments show you are growing and learning. You are a good person. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Morgan. But anyway, moving on from that, I wanted to, yeah, let's move into this. Mavis, aka $200 voodoo lady. I was watching her video, right? And I don't know. I guess I like watching people drag me. I don't know why I was watching it, right? But I'm happy that I did watch it because after she said I was scamming her for her $200 and stuff like that, she said because of me, she felt like, oh, I can't trust other content creators, or she felt that AT2 was going behind the scenes telling people not to mess with her, don't be friends with her, blah, blah, blah. And I just kind of wanted to put it out there like, no, I never said don't be friends with her, don't talk to her. Now, the problem that I had was that when she would get on people's platform, she was talking about how I was a scammer and how I was stealing money from like that's what the motherfucking problem was. Like, I don't care where you go, but my problem was that you were telling people that I was a scammer and don't trust him, don't take his programs, don't do his classes. He's not serious. You were ruining my reputation. Like, that's what I had problems with. So all that other shit, I don't care. But that's what particularly I had a problem with. And so yeah, I would get mad at my quote unquote friends when they would try to give you a platform or try to talk to you about that shit. And I'll be like, what are you guys doing? Like, that's what I was upset about. But that never stopped you from talking to other content creators. So I just found it kind of weird. But essentially, I will say that I understand, like, you don't feel comfortable going to different channels because, granted, I feel that way sometimes too. I feel like, ooh, I can't go to this channel because they're going to say something about me or they're associated with this person. And I feel that if I go over there, the chat is going to attack me. Like, some platforms don't feel safe. I will say that. I can't think of off the top of my head like a platform like a content creator I might like, but the chat is hostile. I can't really think of one off the top of my head, but when it happens, I'll point it out. But there has been a lot of platforms that I go on and I'll be like, ooh, this is hostile right here. I don't want to be in here right now. But shit happens. You do have to defend your character and honor. Right. What's up, Marie? How you doing? I love what everyone is saying in the comments. I was sad today. My sister surprised me and came to check on me. Oh, that's nice. I'm happy about that. It's like God knows to send her and just go say hello. It made me so happy. Prissy said I can name plenty. Yeah. Hey, it's probably we probably share mutuals of platforms we don't like going on, right? But it is what it is. It's a part of the territory. But I just wanted to say, um, Mavis, Maven, um, Good Hood Project, Trip on the Way Over, whatever name you go by. I have never told nobody not to mess with you or do this. Hey, if they want to mess with you, that's on them. And granted, I mean, you are talking to every content creator, especially the ones that don't like me, but you are talking to every content creator. So, hey, you good, my G, you good. You can go wherever you want to. But yeah, I never try to set you up or try to do X, Y, and Z. It's not that serious at all. No. And let me tell you guys this. Even when I tell people don't go to this platform, don't support this content creator, you motherfuckers don't listen anyway. So why am I going to say it and waste my breath? You know? Anyway. I'm just being honest. Like, y'all don't listen anyway. So why am I even going to waste my time trying to have that conversation with y'all about don't go here, don't go there? I'm not doing it. So move on. All right. So I'm wanting. Ooh, I'm gonna save that for last. I'm gonna talk about Wiley real quick because this is just quick. Um, so I had got a message from somebody, and they're like, "AT2, the people talking about you in the chat, they saying this, that, and that, and this." And so, usually I just go like, "Oh, whatever," they talk shit or whatever, right? But I was like, you know what? Let me do a pop up. So I popped up. It was all like, I was all like, hey, I just want to let y'all know, like, I see y'all talking shit. Like, I didn't say it like that, but I see y'all talking crap about me, but then y'all be in my chat. And just like yesterday, because of the situation that happened with that content creator that's in jail, there was people who was in my chat that I seen over there talking shit about me. And I'm all like, I see you, right? And even if I'm not in there, there's people who support me that see you in there talking shit and they let me know. And I'm just all like, y'all just be with that fake shit. Like, I don't like the fakeness. I really don't. And so when I left that comment, I guess they were saying that they were wondering who I was talking about. I was talking about the chat. I guess I didn't say, oh, I'm talking about the people in the chat, but yeah, that's who I was talking about. Like, so it was nothing. Like, I really don't care that much. But like I said, if I see you talking shit, I'm going to call you out. That's why Waffles was blocked, and I don't even know if I said, yeah, Waffles, yeah, you was talking some shit. No, it was not a misunderstanding. It was not a misunderstanding. No, I understood you clearly, and that's why your ass got blocked because I understood you. It wasn't no misunderstanding, but hey, I'm letting bygones be bygones. It's a new day, right? Anyway, moving on from that, I wanted to finish out with Toxic Diamond. So, for those of you who don't know, Toxic Diamond and Judge Evie got into it, right? Or Judge Shady Court got into it, videos back and forth. But with talking with Toxic Diamond, she kind of just, and mind you, I wasn't even like trying to talk her off the ledge, but it was more or less just having a conversation and just letting her vent, and then her realizing, you know what, it's not even that serious. And I feel like for Tox, and this is why I said I like the new Toxic Diamond, aka Truh Diamond, because she's able to realize, like, okay, I don't want to go back into my old ways. I don't want to be clowning people and fighting with people on the internet. Like, she doesn't want to go back into that negative space. And I think for her, because she was gone for a while, she didn't realize a lot of stuff that happened behind the scenes, everything that went on. And so now she's realizing, like, okay, the person that I was friends with, they really didn't have my back. They weren't looking out for me, but they were also capitalizing off of me, making money off of me, and trying to use my name to build their platform. And honestly, she can feel like that. That's how she feels. And here's the other thing too. Now, whether or not that is true, that's the way she feels. But at the end of the day, hey, it's time for you to shine and prove the haters wrong. You just keep doing you, you keep putting out your content, and your success is going to be your revenge at the end of the day. You don't even have to do nothing. You don't have to do back and forth videos or nothing. Let your success be your revenge. And sometimes I got to take my own advice. Like, I need my success to be my revenge. But sometimes I like to cuss people out. And every now and again, I love cussing people out because they asked for it and they deserve it. Also, I want to say this because it's this notion that I can't do content and cuss people out at the same time. Oh, AT2, just ignore it. Don't say this, don't say that. No, 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 no. I just want to let you guys know that I can multitask. I can also cuss a motherfucker out, and then I can also do my regular content. I can do both. They coincide with each other. I can do all of the above. Circle D for all of the above. I can do it all. So I just want to let you know, like, don't worry about me. I'm not going to get sidetracked on anything. Like, I'm going to always be able to rebound from whatever drama or whatever BS I'm addressing or going through, right? I've been doing this for 5 years, y'all. I'm a master at it. Don't worry. Oh, y'all want toxic channel? Hold on, let me give you your channel. Because when you put in Truh Diamond, it doesn't pop up. It's funny when you put Toxic Diamond, it'll pop up, but if you put Truh Diamond, it won't. I forgot to tell her about that too. Here we go. So I'm Toxic, aka Truh. All right, here you go, guys. Go. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. True Talks. That's why. Yeah, it's True Talks. You're right, Lala. Thank you. Um, but also too, there's something else I want to say because in her video, and I'm paraphrasing what she said, but she said something to the effect of like, you can come over here, you can be cool, but if you're coming over here just to have a falling out or make content about me, then stay away. And I was like, damn, that's true. Like, because I'm genuine. If you come over to my platform or you try to support me, I will show you respect back. But I do feel like there's some people who prey on you and try to bait you into a battle or bait you into a fight. And I'm all like, I don't want to fight. Like, that's not why I'm trying to be on here to really fight with people. Now, if you bring it to me, then yeah, I'm gonna have to defend myself. But um, I never try to befriend people just to fall out with them. I never try to share their personal or private information. That's not something that I do or that I want to do. I will only do that if I'm backed into a corner and you try to say that I lied on you or I did something to you, then I have to fight back. But other than that, I won't do that. I typically I try to work things out behind the scenes. Um, what's up, Miss Bugs? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, but I try to work things out behind the scenes. I never try to bring it on this platform. 5 years, I got a list. Everyone gets told off accordingly. Exactly. Y'all seen the list of everybody I beef with? It was almost 100 people. I think we got to 83 people on the list. Yeah. And there were some names missing actually on that list. I need to update it. Social media is a trip. That's true. It really is. And back to my um playing about tops, but Um, I know because of the different relationships that you've been on this platform, you think that people are who they are and they turn out to be totally fake and totally um opportunistic, and so it does hurt you. And I believe that originally Tox was coming from a place where she was hurt because it's all like, "Damn, I was left high and dry, and you said you was gonna be there for me." So rightfully so, when people turn on you or you feel like somebody it tries to disrespect you, and most of the time, you guys, when a lot of these beef and the beef and stuff happens, it's a lot of hurt. The reason why certain people attacked AT2 is because they were hurt. I realize that. Now, do I like the way they go about showing their hurt? No, I don't like the way they go about showing their hurt. But they're hurt, and so that's why they lash out and that's why they react. Um, are you mad at Wiley and Prada? No, I'm not mad at them. No. Why would I be mad at them? And I kind of already addressed that. I was talking to the people that were being fake in the chat, talking shit about me, but they were just in my chat the other night. That's who I was addressing. If that was misconstrued, I'm not going to apologize, but that's who I was addressing. I was letting them know, like, motherfucker, I see you. I wasn't talking about Wiley or Prada. If they took it that way, oh well, but that's not who I was talking about. I'm pretty sure they were talking about that. Thank you. I promise if you continue to just put out content, ignore the candy ass pups, it will get better. I get the BS too. Yeah. And and trust me, it happens to everybody and everybody has their way of dealing with it. I can't tell people how to necessarily deal with it. Everybody got their own styles and their own. The only thing I don't like is when you send people after somebody. Like they use some dumbass content creator who doesn't have a platform and they'll use them to attack you. That's the only way I don't that's the way that I don't like to fight, but I can't tell people how to fight though. That's the only thing I don't like. Yeah, and shout out to Tots. I shared her channel. Was there any other questions that y'all had? This is pretty short. Shit. You know me. I only give y'all an hour, but this was like 30 minutes. I was just going through the motion. I was getting my talking points and boom. Y'all know I don't like to drag out a show. Y'all know some people like to drag it out hours and hours, but that's not me. I like to get it done. Get her done. Oh, thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you, Morgan. What's up, Savvy? All right, we can go ahead and end the show right there. I love you guys. Please be safe. Yes, it was in the beginning, Marie. It was in the beginning. Make sure you guys go to the beginning. Again, rest in peace to 901 Don Diva. Again, I don't know what happened. I just read what it said on that page. That's all I know. I'm pretty sure somebody will have some kind of information on her. So, but I'd rather just honor her than to go through the motion. But I love y'all. We out of here. Deuces, everybody.